Hello, my name is Nidhi Pandey. I'm a technical marketing engineer with Palo Alto Networks. In this video, we will talk about a new feature we have recently added, which enables you to add multiple panoramas to the same single tenant of Cloud NGFW. There are two main scenarios where this could be useful. Enterprises today choose to have separate account and environment for production and staging or testing. Generally, they have a replica of the production environment in the staging environment with a separate set of panorama and the workloads so that they could test any configuration changes before making changes in the production environment. In this scenario, customers would want to integrate firewall resources to this separate panorama in the testing environment. Looking at the second scenario, in this use case, we are talking about a multi-tenant architecture. Here, each tenant has a separate firewall resource deployed in single or multiple regions. We can now link different panoramas for Cloud NGFW resources in these different tenants so that customers can have flexibility to manage and push policies to different resources. In a multi-panorama deployment, every panorama has a separate Cortex data lake associated with it, and it's not shared with any of the panorama. With each panorama linked to a separate CDL account, it also helps to comply to the data residency use case in case of a multi-region deployment. Let's take a look at how this is configured. I have this Cloud NGFW tenant. I also have a firewall resource which has been deployed in the London region. And if I look into the firewall settings, you would notice that there are no panoramas which has been linked to this resource. Now let's go ahead and link this resource with a panorama. For that, let's go to integrations. Now I already have a panorama which has been linked to this tenant. I'm going to add a new panorama and link the new panorama with the Cloud NGFW resource. So for that, click on add. You can give it a name. The drop down here lists all the panoramas which has been associated with the support account. We are going to use the TestTME lab panorama. You can also enter the serial number of the HA pair and click on continue. Now, once you click on continue, you would get a message that the panorama linking is complete. And now you can confirm to link the Cloud NGFW tenant with Cortex Data Lake account as well. So click on confirm and you can see that the policy management status has turned to active. At this point, the new panorama is ready to be linked with the Cloud NGFW resource. So let's go back to the Cloud NGFW resource, click on the firewall resource, go to the firewall settings, and now here you can select panorama, and from the drop down, select the new panorama which was added. So this drop down shows all the panorama which has been linked to this tenant. So I'm going to select the new panorama which I just added and click on save. At this point, I have successfully linked the firewall resource with the panorama for policy management. Once you have successfully linked the panorama from the Cloud NGFW console, you can go to the Cloud NGFW section under AWS and you can see the tenant which has been added. The serial number of the Cloud NGFW tenant can be seen here. You can match the serial number from the Cloud NGFW console. In the next step, we can go ahead and create the cloud device group. Make sure that you have the right region selected. The Cloud NGFW resource has been deployed in EU West 2 region, so I'll select the specific region. Click on add. You can go ahead and create a new template stack or use an existing one. I'm going to create a new template stack. The template stack is prefixed with CNGFW-AWS, so I can name it demo. Let's create a new device group as well, and I'm going to call it demo device group. And now click OK. Now you can go ahead and commit the changes to the panorama. Now go to the resources, select device group, associate the device group that we just created, which was demo DG, save. And now we can commit the changes. We can now go to the policy section and create a policy which can be pushed to the Cloud NGFW. Select the device group that we just created, and we are going to create a new policy. Let's give it a name. I'm going to select any for source, any for destination. Under action, we can leave it as allow. Click on OK, and let's commit the changes. And then let's go ahead and push the configuration to Cloud NGFW. We can unselect all the other options and only select Cloud NGFW and the device group where we are pushing the config. Select OK and let's push the configuration. At this point, we have successfully integrated the Panorama with the Cloud NGFW resource. Now, once you go back to the Cloud NGFW console, you would see the rule stack which was pushed by Panorama, and I have it in the running state. Similarly, you can associate separate Panorama for each of the NGFW resource which has been deployed from this specific tenant. This brings us to the end of this demo. Please do visit our live community page to know more about Cloud NGFW. Thank you for watching.